The North Sea, a vast stretch of cold, wild water nestled between the coasts of northern Europe. It is a sea of contrasts. Calm and beauty one moment, fury and danger the next. For centuries, the North Sea has been a lifeline for trade, fishing, and energy. But it is also a graveyard, a place where ships go to die. This documentary takes you on a journey into the heart of this treacherous sea. We will explore the forces that shape it, the shifting sands beneath the waves, the sudden storms that rise without warning, and the history of ships lost to its depths. We will meet the people who live and work here, the fishermen, sailors, and rescuers who face the North Sea's dangers every day. Through their stories and the secrets of the sea itself, we will uncover why the North Sea remains one of the world's most dangerous waterways. Prepare to enter a world where nature's power is raw and relentless, where every wave tells a story of survival and loss. Welcome to the North Sea, where ships go to die. The North Sea is unlike many other seas in the world. It is a place where danger hides beneath calm waves, and the shape of the sea itself creates a battlefield for ships. Unlike deep oceans, the North Sea is relatively shallow. In many places, the water is less than 100 meters deep, sometimes even less than 50 meters. This may sound like good news. After all, shallower water means a ship can't sink too far, right? But in the North Sea, shallow waters are often more dangerous than deep ones. Why? Because the seabed is full of surprises. Underneath the waves lie countless sandbanks, large, underwater hills of sand that shift with the tides and currents. These sandbanks can appear suddenly, rising close to the surface where they can scrape the bottom of a ship. Many of these sandbanks move over time, sometimes within weeks or months. For sailors navigating these waters, it is like trying to walk on a floor that changes shape while they are crossing it. Besides sandbanks, there are also rocky outcrops hidden just below the waves. These rocks are invisible to the naked eye, especially when the sea is rough or cloudy. Striking one of these rocks can tear a ship's hull open, causing water to flood in fast. This unstable, shifting seabed is one reason why navigation in the North Sea is so difficult. Even with today's advanced technology, GPS, sonar, radar, the sea floor can trick captains and crews. What was safe last month may be a deadly trap today. The coastline also plays a part in this danger. The North Sea is bordered by many countries: the United Kingdom, Norway, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Belgium, and France. Each has long, jagged coastlines with narrow channels and busy ports. Ships entering or leaving these ports must pass through complex waterways. Here, the dangers multiply. Strong currents rush through narrow passages. Fog can appear suddenly, hiding obstacles and other vessels. Imagine a huge ship weighing tens of thousands of tons, trying to steer through these narrow, twisting paths with limited visibility and a shifting seabed beneath. One small mistake can lead to disaster. Waves in the North Sea also behave differently because of its shallow depth. In the open ocean, waves have a long, rolling shape. But in shallow water, waves become steep and sharp. When big storms hit, these waves can crash down like walls of water. This is why ships caught in storms here often suffer more damage than those in deeper waters. The sea seems to strike harder, a relentless force that can push a ship off course or break it apart. For centuries, sailors have feared this dangerous geography. Old sea charts show countless warnings: danger, shallow waters, sandbanks, rocks. Today, shipping lanes are carefully planned to avoid the worst hazards. Yet accidents continue to happen, showing how powerful and unforgiving the North Sea remains. The geography of this sea is the first enemy of every ship that crosses it. It is a puzzle that must be solved, or it can cost lives. This is the North Sea, a place where the shape of the earth itself fights against man's desire to cross it. The North Sea is not only dangerous because of what lies beneath its waves. The weather here is one of the biggest threats for anyone at sea. Storms in the North Sea come quickly and without mercy. Sometimes, a calm morning turns into a violent night. Winds can rise from gentle breezes to hurricane force in just a few hours. What makes the North Sea's weather so unpredictable? It's a meeting point of many different air masses. Cold Arctic air flows down from the north, while warm air comes from the Atlantic Ocean. Sometimes, dry air from the east clashes with moist air from the west. When these different winds collide over the North Sea, the result is powerful storms that can grow very fast. These storms bring fierce winds, driving rain, hail, and thick fog that can appear suddenly, reducing visibility to just a few meters. Waves can grow huge, sometimes reaching heights of 10 meters or more. Imagine a wall of water taller than a 3-story building crashing down on a ship. The force of these waves can smash decks, break masts, and flood engine rooms. Even large cargo ships and oil platforms can be shaken by these storms. For small fishing boats, the danger is even greater. They can be tossed like toys in the rough sea. The winds in the North Sea can reach speeds over 100 kilometers per hour, enough to rip sails from masts or flip smaller vessels. Storms often last for hours or even days, making rescue operations difficult or impossible. Many ships have been lost because they underestimated the speed at which weather could change. A captain might set sail in calm conditions, only to face a deadly storm hours later. In the past, sailors relied on weather reports from land or from ships at sea. Today, we have satellites, radar, and weather forecasting models that are far better. Yet, even with all this technology, the North Sea storms remain unpredictable and dangerous. The sea can become a dark, roaring beast during these storms, swallowing ships whole. Surviving a North Sea storm requires skill, courage, and sometimes a bit of luck. Many tales tell of ships battling through these violent storms, some winning, some lost forever. The storms shape the sea's deadly reputation, reminding all who cross it that nature is the strongest force of all. The North Sea may look calm on the surface, but below lies a world of hidden dangers that have claimed countless ships over centuries. One of the greatest threats is the shifting seabed. Sandbanks and mudflats change shape with every tide and storm. A safe passage today might be a deadly trap tomorrow. Underwater obstacles like sunken ships, old fishing nets, and debris add to the danger. Many wrecks slide just below the surface, waiting silently for an unlucky vessel to collide with them. In the early days of navigation, sailors had no way to see these hidden hazards. They relied on experience, word of mouth, and primitive maps. Many ships ran aground or struck rocks they could not see. Today, sonar technology helps captains see beneath the waves. But sonar has limits. Murky water, moving sand, and the complex shape of the seabed can confuse even the best systems. Another hidden danger is underwater currents. These strong flows can pull ships off course, pushing them towards rocks or sandbanks. Currents can also trap smaller vessels, making it hard to escape once caught. The cold North Sea water itself is a hazard. Falling into the sea means facing freezing temperatures. In winter, the water can be near freezing, causing hypothermia in minutes. Life jackets help, but even strong swimmers struggle in these harsh conditions. Rescue teams race against time to save anyone who falls overboard. The seafloor also hides dangers from the past, unexploded mines left over from world wars. Though many have been cleared, some remain, posing threats to fishing boats and divers. Oil rigs and pipelines beneath the sea add another layer of risk. Damage to these can cause spills and fires, putting ships and crews in danger. Understanding what lies beneath the North Sea is a constant challenge. Mariners must always respect the invisible dangers below. For every ship that crosses the sea safely, many others tell a story of tragedy caused by the unseen. The North Sea has a long, dark history of shipwrecks and disasters. Over hundreds of years, thousands of vessels have been lost beneath its waves. Before modern technology, sailing these waters was a battle against the unknown. Storms, shifting sands, fog, and treacherous currents combined to create a deadly challenge. Many famous shipwrecks tell the story of human courage and tragedy. The SS Norge, a passenger ship, sank in 1904 after hitting rocks off the coast of Norway, taking over 600 lives. Fishing boats, cargo ships, military vessels, none were safe. Each wreck tells a tale of lives lost, families shattered, and communities forever changed. Sometimes, wrecks became graveyards, frozen in time beneath the sea. Over the years, these underwater cemeteries became markers for sailors, warning of hidden dangers. In wartime, the North Sea became a battlefield. Naval battles and submarine warfare added hundreds more wrecks. Mines and torpedoes destroyed ships without warning. Many wrecks remain unknown, their stories lost to time and the sea's endless depths. Even today, accidents happen. Collisions in dense fog, groundings on shifting sandbanks, fires on oil rigs, the sea's dangers remain real. But the history of wrecks also inspired better safety. Lighthouses, buoys, and better charts were created to protect sailors. Rescue organizations formed to save lives. Each lost ship taught new lessons, making the sea a little safer for the next generation. The North Sea remembers every ship lost. Its waters carry the memory of every soul who ever braved its dangers. As we sail today, we stand on the shoulders of those who faced this sea before us. Their stories live on in the waves. The North Sea is in constant motion. Beneath the surface, unseen forces push and pull, shaping the fate of every ship that crosses its waters. Tides in the North Sea rise and fall dramatically, sometimes as much as 4 meters in a single cycle. These tides create powerful currents that sweep across the seafloor, shifting sandbanks and changing the shape of the seabed. Currents can flow quickly through narrow channels and around sandbanks, creating dangerous whirlpools and eddies. For a ship's captain, understanding these tides and currents is essential. The sea can push a vessel off course, dragging it toward rocks or shallow waters. Currents change with the seasons, weather, and the moon's cycles. What was safe during high tide can become perilous at low tide. Navigating these waters is like trying to walk on a moving floor. One wrong step or one wrong course, and disaster can follow. Historically, sailors timed their voyages carefully, setting sail only when tides were favorable. Coastal communities learned to read the sea's rhythms, passing knowledge from generation to generation. Even today, despite modern technology, the sea's currents remain a challenge. New storms can shift sandbanks in days, making charts outdated and navigation dangerous. These forces explain why many ships have run aground in the North Sea. Even the largest vessels can be caught by surprise. Understanding tides and currents is a battle against time and nature. The North Sea does not forgive mistakes. The North Sea has always been a busy place. For centuries, humans have sailed, fished, and drilled here. But human activity brings its own dangers to this already risky sea. Fishing is one of the oldest industries in the North Sea. Thousands of small boats and large trawlers work the waters daily, often in difficult conditions. These vessels face rough seas and hidden hazards while trying to bring food to shore. Overfishing has also changed the sea's ecosystem, affecting fish populations and marine life balance. This has a ripple effect on the sea's health and safety. Oil and gas drilling began in the North Sea in the late 20th century. Huge platforms now rise above the waves, extracting energy that powers millions of homes. While these platforms are engineering marvels, they add new risks. Accidents like fires, oil spills, and explosions can endanger workers and nearby ships. Shipping lanes in the North Sea are among the busiest in the world. Massive cargo ships, oil tankers, and passenger ferries share the sea with fishing boats and recreational vessels. This traffic increases the chances of collisions, groundings, and pollution. Mistakes or mechanical failures can quickly turn into disasters. Ports along the coast bustle with activity. Loading and unloading ships, maintenance, and repairs all happen in tight spaces where space and time are limited. Human impact also includes pollution. Chemicals, plastics, and waste from ships and coastal cities threaten marine life and the quality of water. Environmental changes caused by human activity can affect weather patterns and sea conditions, making the North Sea even less predictable. Despite these challenges, people continue to depend on the North Sea for their livelihoods and energy. Managing human activity is a delicate balance between progress and preservation. The North Sea is changing. Climate change is reshaping its waters, its weather, and the dangers it holds. Rising global temperatures affect the North Sea in many ways. Warmer air means more energy for storms, making them stronger and more frequent. This increases the risk for ships caught at sea. Sea levels are rising slowly but steadily. Even a small rise can flood low-lying coastal areas, threaten ports, and change tidal patterns. Warmer waters also affect marine life. Fish species that once thrived here are moving north to cooler seas, changing the fishing industry and the sea's ecosystem. The melting of Arctic ice releases fresh water into the North Sea, altering currents and water density. This can disrupt the natural flow, making tides and storms less predictable. Pollution and human activity add to these problems. Chemicals and plastics harm sea creatures and weaken the ocean's natural balance. All these changes create new challenges for sailors, fishermen, and coastal communities. The sea's behavior becomes less certain, increasing the risks of accidents. Scientists and engineers are working hard to understand and predict these changes. New technology helps track weather patterns, sea temperatures, and currents. Despite these efforts, the future of the North Sea remains uncertain. The climate crisis adds a new layer of danger to a sea already known for its power. The North Sea reminds us that nature is not static. It is alive and changing, and those who cross it must be ready to face its new challenges. Despite the dangers, the North Sea has always been a place where humans meet nature head-on. The sea tests our strength, our courage, and our ability to survive. Fishermen, sailors, and oil workers face the sea's fury daily. Their lives depend on respect for nature and sharp skills. Survival in the North Sea is about preparation. Proper equipment, training, and knowledge of the sea's moods can mean the difference between life and death. When storms strike, emergency crews race against time to rescue those in trouble. Helicopters hover above waves, lifeboats brave rough waters, and coast guards patrol constantly. Many survival stories tell of quick thinking and teamwork. Crews band together to repair damage, steer through storms, and save each other from drowning. Technology also plays a key role. Modern ships are built to withstand harsh seas. GPS, weather forecasts, and communication systems improve safety. But even the best technology cannot replace human skill and courage. The sea remains unpredictable, and nature's power is absolute. The North Sea challenges us, but it also teaches us resilience. Those who survive its dangers carry stories of bravery and hope. Their experiences remind us of the sea's strength and the human spirit's will to endure. The North Sea is not just a place of danger, it is a place of life, struggle, and survival. The North Sea keeps its secrets well. Beneath its waves lie the stories of ships and sailors, of triumph and tragedy, courage and loss. It is a sea that demands respect, reminding us of nature's power and our own fragility. Though technology and skill have improved safety, the sea's dangers remain. Every voyage carries risks, but the North Sea also gives life. It feeds communities, fuels economies, and connects nations. Its waves carry the memories of those who dared to cross it, those who survived, and those who did not. As we look to the future, we must remember these stories. We must honor the past and protect this mighty sea for generations to come. The North Sea remembers, and so must we.